first thing you should do before going to bed, Sankalp Shakti. I asked Mahatma Gandhi, I said, why? How have you come with this concept, ahimsa of ahimsa, following ahimsa? He told me before I go to bed, son, his son, Ramdas Gandhi, was my friend, editor of Times of India. So we both went to him. When everybody was gone, we both sat down. I said, Bapu, tell me secret. You are so simple, full of wisdom. What is this? He said, before I go to bed, I go through two things. He says, prayer and repentance. Now, I said, repentance is a very bad thing. He said, wait, let me explain what it is. See, one sentence he says, prayer and repentance purify the way of soul. It leads you to your goal, finally. Whom are you praying to? Not to any god, not to sun, moon and star. Praying to yourself, praying to the finest part of yourself. You are gearing up, you are purifying your lower mind, you are making your lower mind aware of the higher nature of yourself. You are praying to that. And repentance? Before mind prays, mind says, well, I have done this, I have done this, I have done this, I am not able to pray. So he said, repentance comes first, prayer comes afterwards. What is that repentance? I have done this, I have done this, you will become weak. This is not what he said. Repentance means not to repeat. I have done something which was not approved by my conscience. Suppose I planned somebody's murder. I planned to harm and hurt somebody, consciously and knowingly. So I will not do it. Repentance means not to repeat. And you are free. All great religionists have the same system. In Catholic system, this confession. What is that confession? Do you think the man to whom you are confessing is better than you? No, he is exactly like you, with all the vices and virtues as you can imagine. So what good is your repentance? No, you are letting it out, all the hidden, you see, all the hidden weaknesses you are bringing out to surface to deal with them. What the therapist does, he does the same thing. You can do it yourself, provided you go through this process. This is called self-therapy. I will not do it. You are free. You are forgiven by yourself. Look, if whole world forgives you, that's nothing, I tell you. But if you don't forgive yourself, that's a constant torture. That's why the Upanishads say, Ishopanishad says it, Eke Atmahano Jana. You are constantly killing your conscience. You are the greatest of all killers. You are a great criminal. And outside you smile, you bless everybody. One day my master was very practical. He said, do you know we have appointed one old sadhu who is stupid, who knows nothing about the scriptures, who cannot teach, who has not done any austerity. So I told him to grow big beard, and he looks nice. So anybody who comes touches his feet and he blesses outside, so others are spared. Yes. So he was asked to sit outside the cave, like a restaurateur at Rishikesh called Chotiwala. He has a little choti upwards. So everybody looks at his restaurant is very famous because of that publicity. So everybody thought that he was the man of wisdom outside. He was stupid. He was forcibly made Swami and we used to pay him for doing this. I said, I told my master, is it not deception? He said, it is. I said, is it not sin? He said, no. I said, why? He said, to protect the flowers which are blooming inside the garden, you have to have a hedge which has got thorns. He protects us, we are grateful to him, and he gets money. And all those rituals which public does in ignorance, and he blesses everybody. Swamiji bless me, she'll say, oh. People come and bow in front of you, say, God bless you. Same thing I found in Japan. When I was going in the elevator, there was a woman saying, Do marigattu gujayamasta, do marigattu gujayamasta. She was repeating from morning to evening. She did not feel anything. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for coming. You see. So I asked the manager, why not use tape recorder? He says, tape recorder is different, you know. And a human being is saying, thank you very much, it means something. If you say, if you think and live how people are saying, you cannot live in this world. You cannot survive in this world. Whole world has never declared somebody as the best. Tell me, during Christ's period, many people opposed him. Romans opposed him, Jews opposed him. Many Jews opposed Moses. Many Hindus opposed Krishna, many Buddhists opposed Buddha. Don't worry for a position. The more you find a position, the more your path is clear. But while going to bed, you go through this. I will not repeat it again. Suppose I repeat it, again I'll try. Suppose you stumble, again you try. Don't. Sometimes failure is pillar of success. Then pray to Lord, Lord of life, who is seated behind, beyond mind, body, senses and mind. You know me, all my actions, mind, thoughts are being witnessed by you, my Lord of life. Give me that strength and energy so that I can fulfill the mission of life. Not hurt or harm anyone, but just to go through this journey without any hindrance. You are coming directly in touch by being aware of the source of consciousness which gives you strength. Let me tell you, strength of muscles, nothing. Strength of mind is tremendous. But the strength of Atma is immense. You see. Immense. Those who depend on the strength of Atman, they are great. Alexander went to India, conquered a part of India. His people told him, when you go to India, get two things from there. Meet a Swami, a good sage, and get Gita and flute. He said, why Gita? He said, it's full of wisdom, no religion in it. Why flute? He said, flute has many holes, yet it plays. Do you know the meaning of this? Flute has many holes, exactly as we all have. Many weaknesses. Why flute plays? Because there is nothing foreign inside it. If you put anything foreign, it won't play. If you are natural, even if you have holes, you will create a beautiful remedy. melody. He said, what shall I do with great man? He said, you will find wisdom in him. So he told his lieutenant to take him. There he asked people, is there any great man in India at present time? There are people in this part of the world. Someone said, but you won't understand him, he's crazy. He said, no, take him there. So he was sitting, looking towards the sky. So here comes Alexander. The secretary said, sir, here comes Alexander the Great. And he was not interested in listening. He said, do you know who is standing in front of you? Alexander the Great. He smiled. So Alexander said with folded hand, what can I do for you, sir? He said, yes, you can do something for me. He didn't look towards him. Just move, let the sun come. That's what you can do. Great men don't want anything from you, don't expect anything, they don't need anything from you. Just don't create problems for them, and you are doing a great service.